Good evening and aloha. My name is Tim Brooks. I'm an assistant principal at West Hills Middle School. I love these kids on the front row. I know a lot of them because I used to work here at Mountain Creek Middle with them. I didn't recognize hardly any of them because they've grown up significantly. I love that you guys came. I love that you came in force. I love that you came in colors. And I'm the last one. Then we're going to be listening to you and anybody else who has comments to make. I can't help but think that the way we learn how to manage these will be one of the biggest decisive tests and indicate where we're going to go as a society and a generation is the way we handle these things. My precious. These things are very, very tempting. As an assistant principal at a middle school, I've been an assistant principal at middle schools since 2010. And I don't have research. I don't have a PhD. I'm not smart, but I have a lot of hands-on experience I've been to 4 different middle schools. And I'm just going to tell you, I've been writing and rewriting my comments for hours, and I think I've got some things that are my firsthand experiences that will hopefully be useful to all of you and give you a little bit of an indication of what I'm seeing. So I used to be a teacher, but I'm no longer a teacher. So when a teacher has a frustration with a cell phone or something like that, it ends up with me, and then I have to deal with whatever that issue is. So I'm seeing representations of numerous classrooms and what's going on in numerous classrooms, not just one. So my mission as an administrator is to keep the schools safe so that you guys can grow academically and have great social interactions with each other. So it's academics and social. And in my opinion, smartphones in schools have strongly impeded our ability to fulfill that mission. And I know it's already been said that smartphones are a huge distraction, but I'm going to mention a few examples that I have experienced firsthand. Students are constantly receiving notifications on their phones throughout the school day, during class, usually via Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, and texting. Nobody can maintain undivided attention and achieve higher order learning in any class subject while toting around a device that continually jerks their attention away. Smartphones are isolating our students. We are so lonely. I have worked with numerous students who have been made fun of or excluded from a group chat or on social media. Students who have checked out early from school because they were so overwhelmed with the online rumors that they were here reading. Students who accidentally shared some sensitive information with another student, and then it got blasted all over social media. I have seen students canceled by their peers. I have worked with countless students who have been the victim of profane, sexual, harassing, racist, and threatening language on phones. I have seen overworked counselors striving to handle the huge influx of students beset with anxiety, depression, suicidal ideation, and a host of other crises that began on a smartphone. I have worked with numerous students who participated in sexting and then sent the pictures or videos to the person they liked. These pictures almost always get disseminated virally among the student population, humiliating the victim, typically a female, and often leading that victim to transfer schools or drop out for the remainder of the school year. I've seen that numerous times in numerous schools. I have worked with numerous students in possession of pornographic images and videos on their phones. These images are frequently shared at school and sometimes even airdropped to random students in school. You've all had that happen to you at the cafeteria. I know that because I've seen it. I have worked with numerous students who got into a conflict that started through a phone and ended in a physical fight, which is ironically filmed by others who then share the fight on social media and is disseminated. We had a foreign exchange student who lives in Belgium, and he told me that he has seen some of the videos of fights that have happened at my schools in Belgium. I have worked with students who were filmed in bathrooms or locker rooms, even under stall walls. I have worked with students who sold drugs via their phones, even opening a virtual store. I have worked with students who were filmed or photographed and then mocked on a social media page. These are often kids who are either special needs kids, socially awkward kids, or some might call them nerds. And horrible pictures taken of them, like picking their nose or something that you might laugh at now, but then it's blasted on social media and other things that are just devastating to that child. I have seen students have a panic attack when their phone has been confiscated. And it almost reminds me of like when I was raising my kids and this was like their binky. I've worked with students who stay awake on their phones all night, even on school nights, and then either went to school late or not at all. The parents are already gone to work, and some of them just sleep in and stay home. It is no surprise when they get into trouble in class, showing up exhausted, or have exaggerated conflicts with other students because they're so fatigued. Many of these underslept students fall into chronic absenteeism, leading to a cycle of academic failure. Because you're not there to get the instruction, you start to fail, you get frustrated with your low grades, you don't understand what's going on in class. When you are in class, you give up, and you end up skipping school more. I've seen students who ultimately this leads to them dropping out of school. Smartphones have also been a safety liability during school emergencies. I've been in more than one school, in more than one situation where the police came. Sometimes they were drills, sometimes they were the real deal, or we thought it might be the real deal. It wasn't nearly as bad as we thought. And ordered everyone in the school into a lockdown. When the classes were instructed to turn off the lights, sit in silence, and wait until further instruction was given, many of the students pulled out their phones. False rumors spread, which induced students and parents who were communicating into freak-out mode. Students were not silent, the screens were lit up in the dark, and the cell phone tower communication was compromised. It made it a more dangerous situation. Smartphone use in class turns into a huge time waster for the staff. When I say staff, I mean assistant principals, hall monitors, secretaries, and the teachers to an extent. With each time that a cell phone is a violation, a student's phone is confiscated, the student receives an increasingly severe consequence requiring teachers, secretaries, hall monitors, and administrators to all take part in confiscating, bringing down to the office, labeling it, logging it on Skyward, storing it in a safe place, keeping track of it, determining if it's their first, second, or third offense, and contacting parents. It is taking a ton of my time that should be spent on me helping my teachers develop to become better teachers. Last year at my school, at West Hills Middle School, we dealt with approximately 700 cell phone violations. And that's only the ones that actually made it down to my office, not the ones where the teacher said, look, just put your phone away, let's keep learning. And so many of the teachers are really, really nice. So just give a warning, just put it away, let's keep learning. 700 of them, it's actually 688. 688 made it down to my office. I have worked with countless students who get into power struggles. I'm not giving you my phone. Refusing to hand it over when they had a violation, just taking the time. The teacher calls the office for us to retrieve the item, and sometimes the student still refuses to turn over the device, leading to additional consequences. Sometimes the parent comes and checks the child out because the child refuses to give the phone over. And now the student has lost learning time as well. Smartphones in school are a colossal distraction. I'm speaking only for me. I'm not speaking on behalf of Jordan School District or anyone else. But in my view, they are a colossal distraction, a derailment of our school's purpose, emotionally harmful and socially harmful. My purpose, as I said at the beginning, is to make sure the school is safe so that students can grow academically and build social skills. As things currently are, our children are not safe in schools with smartphones around. And we cannot teach them if they don't feel safe. Have you ever heard of Maslow's hierarchy? That is why I advocate for phone-free schools. Thank you.